Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for November. We're doing shadow work this month. I would ask you to just take a deep breath and allow for Spirit to do their work in you. Anything that you need to see, let it be seen and shown. We're going to get 3 cards here, Virgo. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. You know what this is reminding me of? And this might seem like a stretch, but it's not. There's a book named Existential Kink. It's a really good book. Because when I looked at this 8 of Swords, it seemed kind of kinky to me. It kind of looked like a girl being tied up. Usually the 8 of Swords is not a good card. It's about somebody being trapped in their mind, trapped in their thoughts, and they can't move forward no matter how hard they try because it's of their own self-delusion that they are stuck. So really, nobody can free you from the 8 of Swords. You can only free yourself. Now, why I'm bringing that book up is because, spoiler alert, really the point of that book, one of her main teachings, is that, like, take this for example. If you're struggling with money, Virgo, in the book, she talks about the fact that she was standing in line at the food bank and she realized the reason why she was still broke. She's very successful now, by the way. It's a great book. Please read it. Existential Kink. She talked about the fact that the reason why, because everything in our reality is our own doing, right, Virgo? Just like I said, we're the only ones who can untie ourselves from our own minds. People can come in and be very well-meaning, and we can even go to therapy and all this stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, we're the ones who need to untie our own selves from our own mindsets, right, Virgo? So my point with saying this is that she talked about in the book the fact that she realized that she was romanticizing the fact that she was like a starving artist. And a lot of this stuff is subconscious, Virgo. That's why we're doing shadow work, right? That's why we're doing this, because you may be feeling like, 2 of Swords beneath that as well, with the 4 of Pentacles beneath that. Stuck energy. It's like you may be feeling like, what is going on? Like, I am doing all this self-development work. I am doing all of these things to release blockages. You may be the type of person that's very spiritual, Virgo. Somebody who meditates. I'm seeing somebody doing yoga. I'm seeing somebody crying, writing in their journal. Like, you may be the type of person, Virgo, that is actively facing yourself. And you're starting to become, for those of you who this resonates for, 333 on my clock as I'm saying this, Empress, you may be becoming very frustrated because you are doing all you know to do to escape from this mental prison and nothing seems to be working. Now, Virgo, that's why I brought this up. I'm a Virgo stellium, by the way. So I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. That book highlighted something in me where she talks about the fact that we like pain, just like a kink. You know, some people are into whatever they're into, right, Virgo? I'm talking to Virgos. We know y'all are the kinkiest of the bunch. I'm not really joking though, because there's something to that. It's like you may be a glutton for punishment, Virgo. Oh, I would not think that. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be not healed. Like, I'm doing all this work to heal myself. Well, that's the point of the book, is that she's showing that we subconsciously want to be broke. You know? We subconsciously want to be treated like shit in relationships, you know? And that's the point of the book. So that reminded me of that. Card number 1, is the Four of Swords. See, this person's literally meditating. That's you, Virgo. It's like you're doing everything right. So I feel like what we're seeing in the shadow work reading is that there's a side of you that wants to be wrong. Just let that sit in. Let that set in. And that's why that book is called Existential Kink, because it's not really about like kinks, like sexual kinks. It's about the fact that we want, like, especially when I'm talking to people that are super spiritual and are taking care of their spiritual hygiene and working on themselves and stuff. There's a side of us sometimes, Virgo, that's like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of meditating. I'm sick of reading these books. I'm sick of listening to these podcasts. I'm sick of always being the one that's doing all this work on myself, and all these assholes keep showing up that just continue to hurt me. My friends don't understand me. It's like I'm getting that energy here on this Four of Swords where it's like, I think there's a side of you that wants to self-destruct because you're so exhausted from doing all of this work. Like you've been doing shadow work is what I'm getting. Let's go further and see what we got. Card number 2 is the Six of Cups. This has been something you've been doing since childhood is what I'm getting here, Virgo. Like, I think you're the type of person that was always like taking care of everybody else. And I think there's a side of you here that's rebelling. And it could be subconscious. That's why this is a shadow work reading. Because we have the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, and underneath that is the King of Cups. Underneath that, yep, with the Hermit, here you are, and the Moon. This is all hidden stuff. Underneath that is the King of Cups, is your true emotions, how you really feel, which is what we're talking about, that you're kind of just like sick of all this shit, is what I'm getting. And it's like, I don't want to be, there's a side of it that's self-destructive. Like, I want to be stuck. I don't even care anymore. I've done all this shit. Like, I kind of just want to self-destruct, is what I'm getting. Because you're being too hard on yourself, Virgo. It's like your subconscious is begging for some sort of a reprieve. Like your subconscious is begging for an outlet of some sort, is what I'm getting. Like from you. It's like your subconscious is like wanting a break from you. Because you're being, and I'm a Virgo, so that's why I'm saying this. Like, I get this energy 100%. It's like you're so hard on yourself. You're so on your game. There's a side of you that's like, I don't want to always have to be on my game. And that's why there's kinks. Like, that's why people in the bedroom, like, a lot of the time, if somebody's, like, really on top of their shit in their career and in their life, a lot of the time, that's why they'd rather be, like, submissive in the bedroom instead. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's like, anyways, not always, but I'm just saying as an example. Card number 3 is the Devil. See? It's like there's a side of you that's like, I just want to throw this shit to the wind and just fuck it. And you know what, Virgo? That's that book. That's Existential Kink. That's her point. That's okay. Embrace that side of yourself. Throw it to the wind. Don't make your bed today. And I know that's controversial but I'm saying it to you because if I was saying to somebody else who's always kind of messy, don't make your bed, they'd be like, yeah, I don't make my bed anyway. So, But I'm talking to somebody who's an overachiever. I'm talking to somebody, leave your shoes untied, leave your hair messy. Embrace that devil is what I'm trying to say here, Virgo. Let yourself kind of unravel a bit and see what happens. Things might just balance out. I love you, Virgo. Your extended is linked up in the top of the comments as well as in the description. I'd love to have you over on Patreon. Until next time, take care, Virgo.